So we are building a DIY TV stand for our living room. So if you're new to my channel, we just moved from Minnesota to Colorado, and so we're getting settled here. We don't have furniture or appliances or anything. But one priority that my husband wanted was to get our TV stand done, and we prefer to build our own furniture because we feel like it's better quality and lasts longer, and then we can make it exactly how we want it. But this is a new design that I'm trying out for this TV stand, and it just involves some upper cabinets, some butcher block and shelving, and some pegs. I'm gonna show you the area where it's gonna be going, and then we'll go make this DIY TV stand. Here is our living room. We have really tall vaulted ceilings in here. So this wall is very large. Our couch is gonna be right here when it comes in, but this back wall, I kind of wanted a larger TV stand. Wanted it to kind of make a statement since it will be centered here in our wall. So let's go to the garage and I'll show you what I got. All right, so here's the items that we picked up at Lowe's for this DIY TV stand. We got 2 upper cabinets, and so just so you understand the difference between uppers and lowers, the lowers will have like a foot indent on the side here, so it goes like in. We don't want that, so that's why we bought uppers. The dimensions we have are 24 by 30, but of course you can get whatever size you want. And then we got this very thick butcher block top. The dimensions of this is 25 by 98 long. So these just come, you know, pre-cut. This is thick. If you can kind of see that, it's 1.5 inches thick, which I like chunky tops and whatnot, so that's perfect. So we got some of this maple hardboard, and this is gonna be the shelving between the cabinets. And then one other item we are using are these cute little legs that we got at Lowe's. So our plan with this is to put it right here in the corner. This will be the legs for our TV stand. All right, so we're measuring out the TV stand right now, and we have a 65-inch TV. However, just so you are aware, that doesn't mean your TV is 65 inches wide. We looked at the dimensions of our TV, and it's actually 58 inches wide. It's just 65 is the diagonal size. So you have to measure that to kind of figure out your dimensions for your TV stand. So for our TV, which you have to check your TV, we are gonna do a TV stand that is 70 inches long. This is gonna be the width of our TV stand. That's exactly 70 inches from this corner over to that corner. And then where that tape measure is, from there to the end, that's 58. So that's exactly where our TV will sit. So it's perfectly centered. It gives us a little room on each side. Now that we have it set how we want it positioned, I just want to show you guys this for upper cabinets. You will see that there's a little lip right here because we're going to be putting shelves right here. That board that we're going to cut is going to be about 23-inch boards running all the way down. And so with this here, we're going to set the board right behind it. So we'll give it a nice finish so you don't like see that connection there. We'll show you how that looks. But I wanted to show you this detail.
Nice.
There it is, like a glove. And so how he's kind of making his mark is he's just taking this and pushing down on it really hard to make an indent where that screw is. So then he can see, I don't know if you can see it in the camera, maybe kinda. Yeah, so he knows exactly where he needs to put his hole. All right, there's the legs. Now we're gonna flip this over, and then we're gonna screw them in from the inside of the cabinet. Now we're just gonna take some regular screws and put 2 screws in each leg. Just secured the legs with 2 screws on each side of the peg. So now we definitely know that they can't come off. Both of them have legs. Look how cute that is. And it just kind of gives it a little extra flair instead of just like sitting straight on the ground. Just a nice little touch to kind of dress it up a bit. Now we're gonna work on all the shelving to go in the middle here. All right, so we are measuring the width now between both cabinets, and the depth is what we're gonna be cutting right now. So we decided to save wood because it was literally only 1 inch difference. So we can get about 3 shelves out of this board. And so that's what we're gonna do. And then we can return that piece because there's no need to waste wood. All right, we're using our nail gun to secure these. So right now he's nailing filling in the side of the shelves from inside the cabinet. Alright, you guys, all the shelves are in. Oh my gosh, it's looking so good. What we thought we were gonna do now, we have a little bit still of this wood piece left over from cutting all 3 shelves. So here, we're gonna just trim this out so it's flush. So we're just gonna put 3 pieces so they're flush, just to like finish it off a little. Okay, so this is completely finished already. Now we just have to cut the butcher block top and it's done and ready for painting. This looks so nice. Now we're measuring the top for our butcher block, and so we're gonna do about a 2-inch overhang on the side. So we're cutting our butcher block at 75 inches total, which will give us a nice overhang on each side. This is absolutely gorgeous though. I'm loving this. So my plan is I will be painting this. We're gonna just keep the butcher block and do a clear coat on it, and then same with the peg. All right, you guys, so it is painting time. So what I did is I got some paint. It's the Sherwin-Williams. It's called Useful Gray. I was kind of going for like a green, light green gray color. Here's the color that's gonna be for like the cabinet part. And so we're keeping the butcher block natural. So that's kind of the transition that it will look like. And this is the paint I bought. It's Sherwin-Williams Showcase. It's a paint and primer. So my hope is I can just do 2 coats on all of this and it should be good. So I took the doors off and I just put them right here because it's easier to paint that way. So let's get started. One coat is finished. I'm really loving this color thus far. It's all dry, so now I can start the second coat, but I just wanted to kind of show you. So when you put your first coat of paint on wood, it kind of lifts and it's kind of rough. So what you do to get rid of that is give it a very light sand. That little bit of sanding just makes it nice and smooth. Yep, now it's nice and smooth. It is time to clear coat my butcher block. I'm so excited. Clear coat on top. It just kind of brings out the grain and really makes it pretty. So I'll show you what I'm using. All right, you guys, this is my tried and true clear that I use for like every single project when I'm ready to seal it. Polyacrylic by Minwax. On this one, I'm just gonna do a clear satin. I don't really want it super glossy, so I figured satin will be perfect for the top of the butcher block. This stuff, it looks like milk. It's like milky, but it's no yellow tones or anything with this polyacrylic. That's why I love it, because regular poly usually has yellow undertones and I don't like that. This is straight clear. All right, let's go put it on. All right, watch how this wood just lights up. Wow. It's beautiful. See how it makes that grain just pop? Oh, it's so pretty. One thing about this poly is it dries very fast, so you have to work pretty quickly when you're using this. All right, there's the one coat, so I'm gonna let this dry, and like I said, it dries really fast. While that's drying, I'm gonna put the doors back on. All right, look at that, you guys. I'm doing the same thing I did with the paint, because when you use poly on anything on bare wood, it lifts the wood. So I'm gonna sand this nice and smooth and then put one more coat on top, and it is done. There it is, you guys. Time to get this beauty into our living room. The door handles are going on. As you guys, it looks absolutely awesome. So here we got the doorknobs on. They look super. Butcher block is gorgeous. There it is, set up with a 65-inch TV. It is perfect size. It gives us nice little ledges on each side. And yeah, it fits very well in here. All right, you guys, and there is our beautiful DIY TV stand. I hope you like this little DIY project. It was a lot of fun making it. And the fun thing about making your own furniture is you can customize it and make it exactly how you want. So if you end up making something similar, definitely comment below. I would love to hear if any of you do make your own TV stand similar to this with upper cabinets and butcher box. So fun project, pretty easy project. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed these DIY projects, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. We'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye.